Hello and greetings. 1 2 1 2. Yes, you hear me well. Hello and greetings on yet another Devs and Holders meeting number 64. It's Thursday, slightly after 6 p.m. Central Europe time. My name is Mikołaj, with me Devs manager Bartek and another Bartek and Mr. Orłoś doing amazing, tremendous job with Twitter and other social medias of the Big Short Bets project. Welcome.
Hi everyone, nice to
Hello,
be here
guys.
with you, like every week.
Like every week, well said, because every week the community of the Big Short Bets is getting bigger and bigger, just as fat as this whale over here in the bottom. It's getting bigger and bigger, but we are the fishes here. We are not whales. We are trying to get and dump and pump and dump again this big whale over there to make it explode. We are here to short. We are here to do whatever. Question for you: are you shorting right now, or maybe you are back to your long positions? This is the question I'm gonna give you for the beginning. Maybe you can get Mr. Orłoś this on the chat. Are you in short position or are you in long position? You can vote right over there, and we're gonna hop on to Twitter probably, because this is usually what we do at the beginnings. We go to Twitter page of the Big Short Bets to tell you how the community is growing, and it's growing very nice, 25,000 people, and this is not bot, this is not bots, this is everything natural. 25,000. The project, as you see, 64 weeks, 64 live streams over here, so this is going pretty nice. If you go to bigshortbets.com,
It's like 64 weeks so far.
so far, yeah, and when you go to bigshortbets.com, you're gonna find the active accounts as of today, 2nd of June. It's over 5,700 people of active accounts right over here. If you go here, you got a sandbox store address. You can obviously go and join us. You can have all the information here. And if you are curious about how the token of the Big Short Bets is going, you can check it out on the platform as well. Why I'm showing you the platform? Because the platform is going to get through a little nice rebranding, as I heard.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, that's true.
Let
Yes.
me let me share my screen. Okay.
It was a lot of going on lately. The guys are working hard behind the desk. You see a lot of going on from Orłoś, but let's see and check out what is going on here with new updates from the platform. As you can see, you see the screen of how it's gonna look like. This is the screen of the platform, obviously. So what is new going on here?
Right now we focus on the rebrand our app, and as you can see, we have few changes on our main view, and like market view disappear because we focus to in the previous devs and holders meeting. There's is like scoring for who add. So if you add a beta app or change, so sorry for this user. Was my first thought about this bait. So we add some changes in the comment section. Looks different, and as you see,
Okay,
there's a
looks good.
small icon on the right corner when you can change language. For now, it's only English and Polish. In the future, we will add some new content.
Do you have the idea of what languages will be next available after English one and Polish?
Yeah, we are thinking about all the major languages that they are commonly
Like
used
Spanish,
in
French?
Yeah, Spanish, French. I hope Chinese as well, right?
Okay.
Any other? I get. I don't know if it's blur, but still they're the nation, right? And they're not responsible for actions of the government. But as well, we thought about the Russians and so on. So
Yes.
I hope we will find. Right now, we are trying to get to the point that main of our labels, the words and the sentences, the phrases on the website that you are seeing, be well known, and we won't be changing anything there. Then we will go to the community, or maybe we'll be employing somebody to translate everything to other languages. Everything based on the community, right? Currently, we are aiming for English-speaking communities, right? But I hope there will be something. The communities will come in different languages, and then we will be acting. We want to act quickly, and then add the language for them, right? So, for example, if somebody from Portuguese will appear on the platform, then we will do our best to just deliver everything in Portuguese in I don't know 2 weeks, for example, right? So yeah, we have a plan for that. We have some basic actions already taken to just add more languages, but like we said, it's hard for us to just do everything in one at the same time, right? I know
Of
that we
course.
have already prepared the file, and we did first translations for French, but we never delivered that in application. But yeah, but we have some things going on here, but it's less priority for us than, for example, giving you access through the biggest BIO address to the application, right? So, for example, right, we are focusing on the ClearNet access, for example, instead of giving you more languages available on the platform.
Yes. And new extra option for you, as you can see, and there is some changes at the forward screen, forward view. uh, Previous, you can only follow your users, like you can only follow users who you want to check, to have some updates about their posting, about their baiting. So for now, you can add hashtags to that view and change the new baits in the hashtag
How many
sections.
hashtags
So
do you can use? Is it like amount of numbers you cannot add, or
no, you can
there's a limit?
add unlimited amount
Many you want,
of
right?
hashtags. Yes, as many as you want. But let me remember, like you can have only five hashtag in the bait. So if you add new bait, you can only add five hashtag, but you can follow unlimited
Yeah.
amount of hashtags.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So
actually,
let's
you
just
can
step.
check your hashtags in hashtags on
Yeah.
your profile, on your profile view. So as you see, my following hashtag is only exchange. I can go straight to that view and check the updates. But I can follow that view or unfollow. And then when I go to my forward hashtags section, there is no baits to give in that criteria we found, because I'm not following any hashtag right now. So
Sure.
it will be helpful for you to manage your content, to manage information, what you want to read on our platform. So so follow your hashtags, follow your creators, and you can check that their content or baits in the forward view. This view will be like a main view for you, for your content, what you follow on our platform. So probably in the future, we add another section with groups, and every bait from your groups, from your groups where you belong, will be shown here. So you don't need to go straight to the group. Of course, you can go straight, and like you can comment from this section, a bait from the creator, or below the hash. But you will be it will be available also to comment uh, group baits straight from that view. So it will be like your main view to check your content, to check creators, to check hashtags and groups in that view.
Okay.
Okay, so I
That's
think
cool.
for now it's everything what I like to present right now. So
Yeah, so let's back to the few things. Like you can imagine that we just realized that you are going, that you're using more and more your application. So right now we are focusing on the points like call to actions or access to the data. So right now you have, for example, on the right side of the screen, you have most popular hashtags. We want to add there, for example, most popular, for example, base in the last 24 hours, or for example, most popular groups in the 24 hours. Something like that, to just help you to to promote some information through the users, through the whole community, right? And as well, we want to add you the notifications that right now, if you want to know if something new happened in your groups, you need to go directly to the groups. And we were aware that it's not comfortable and it's not user friendly. So right now we want to add a few things. We don't want to share. Don't want to spoil more information, but there will be information that next to the groups, next to the group tab, will be the notification alert. That means that there is something new to see in groups, right? And thanks to that, you will be able to see this faster. As well, like we mentioned, we just take first action. This release is the one of the release that's just set up our foundation for private blockchain and for everything that we need to test our new market view with the new contracts and the bridge. So in the backend, in the side that you are not seeing that, there is a bridge connected to our application right now. There is all the contracts, they are deployed already. We need to check a few things, but when we will be ready, then next to the rankings, there will be once again market available with the new information, and under the profile there will be sections called wallet, where you will be able to deposit and withdraw your testing USDC coins to the application, and from application that you can use on the market, and you will be able to see how it will be working in the final state, right? And of course we will show you that on the live when we will be available, but like just give you this level that we are very close, right? This is the right now we are setting everything in the back, and everything will be ready. Then I think then we will show you that on the live, right? So I think that's all, right? And I think we can move to the questions if there is any question.
It's worth to saying, I don't know if I didn't catch if you mentioned it, that during this time period that when the test market version of the final version of the market will be deployed, simultaneously there will be, of course, audit performed by independent companies to make sure that everything is nice and clear and working properly before we release it to the public in the mainnet version.
Yeah, exactly. It's taking so many time because we are closely cooperating with third-party companies to just make sure that we have objective validation of our code with the statement that it's safe and secured, and we won't be, then there won't be any gaps in the logic in the code that could affect with the losing of any value of your value, right? Because right now we are not risking our reputation, we're risking your assets, right? So we don't want to do it that. We want to make sure that everything is on a place in the right way in the right time. So this is why it's taking so long. And yeah, go on.
All right, thank you for because there was a couple of questions before we even started the stream. There was a couple of questions from the biggest bit holder, and actually I can address all of those questions. First question was that according to CoinStat, only 9.39 millions of 100 million biggest B tokens are in circulation. More than 90 million tokens are held by the top 4 wallets. Does that mean that there will be like a big dumping when the tokens are locked? No, there will be no dumping because right now, in accordance to our tokenomics, the 10 million tokens, something maybe above 10 millions tokens, are tokens locked for the team. And they are actually locked on the smart contract. We can only these tokens are locked for staking, and we only can, for example, sell for, I don't know, to pay for the servers or anything else, only what is above the 10% of the total circulation. The rest of it, so we are talking about 70 millions or 80 millions right now. These tokens will be used for the future phases. So we are talking phases from phase 2 to phase 7. And so the next questions, I think it's also covered that are
yeah, but one thing to mention, we have a phases, right? So every phase is more expensive than in the previous one, and there is a lockup, right? So it means that if you are buying, the smart contract allows you to withdraw the tokens that you buy in a certain amount of time, right? It will be 6 months, for example, 3 months, and so on, right? Everything is in the contract. So if you are a tech guy, you can just go there and just realize that everything what we are saying is already in the contract. And what I know, without achieving the goal in the phase, we are not able to just go to the next phase and get the circulation. So
exactly.
for example, we can stay with the only 13 million tokens in the circulation because there was no more tokens bought through the contract as in the phases, right? Only be buying, you will be only buying on a Uniswap, right? So there is option that we never will achieve this maximum amount of the tokens. We don't have any option to withdraw that from the contract, and the only way to withdraw that, I mean, to get that to the circulation is through your purchases of the new tokens in every stages and achieving the next steps and the next levels of the phases, right?
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So there's no possibility to withdraw these tokens and dump it on the market. The only possible way of get those tokens is to participate in the sale and actually pay for that, what Bartek mentioned. So, and of course, like Bartek said, those tokens will have the lockup period, but everything is in the white paper. I think maybe in the tokenomics section, you can read carefully about it. What are the next phases? What are the minimum prices that the next phases will have? And so on. We don't give any free tokens and so on. So, and as far as I know, like there is no entity that are holding the huge amount of tokens that is ready to dump the market. We don't have any VCs and so on. All the tokens have been bought by our community, and maybe this is the reason why the price is holding
well. If you realize all the exchanges that is listing our tokens never receive any tokens from us. They are buying that from Uniswap and just listed that in the exchange. So it means that they never receive something for free. They need to risk their own money to just list that on the exchange. So it means that there is no person, no entity that will be able to sell something for free and without any risking your potential gains and losses, right? And as well, it's connected to the second question that we have about the phases. The phases 2 and from 2 to 7, says mentioned in the white paper, already finished. What are the unlock date for the tokens? So unlock date of the tokens is the day that when the phase will start. And I mean, there is the day that you're just making a transaction on the contract. So for example, you're in the first day of the month, you're paying for the tokens. Then we are start counting the month. I think there is a 6 months phases. So after the 6 months, you will be able to claim the tokens for the smart contract. And this is why we never start in the phases from 2 and 7 never started, and we are still waiting from them. Why? Because we just realized that we are still have many, let's say, good things to announce, but we don't want to announce them with the current state of the price in circulation. So we just realized that when the market will be ready, when the few things that we just promised, like pay debate and our private blockchain and so on, everything will be deployed. Then we want to say, okay, guys, you have Uniswap where you can buy tokens, use them on our platform, but the price is, for example, high, but there is an option that you can buy cheaper the tokens, for example. And there is a lockup 6 months, so you need to just hold that for at least 6 months, and it will be the amount that you will receive, right? And I think this is why we're waiting, because right now the phases, we don't need the money, right? We have enough let's say, budget and everything to cover our. Thanks to Rafał Zaorski, who is the founder and the guy who just created the idea about the project. We have the budget for 2 years of running, right, without touching any tokens of anything, right? So we are secured. We are not afraid of any drops on the market, of the price, and so on.
And not only that, you're also hiring new people.
Yeah, that is. I think we will go to back in that after the questions. But yeah, but also we are hiring. We are going with new projects. We are fighting for better, let's say, state and the quality of the crypto projects on the market in Poland as well.
So the project is covered for 2 years ahead, and also including new people in coming months, probably.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. So we are starting the stablecoin project because we know that it's needed on the market, and we have resources and knowledge to do that. So you can see that we are not afraid of anything like that, and we don't want to just dump anything, right? This is why we are not touching our team tokens, because we don't need to. Maybe in the future, I had some rumors that maybe if they won't be able, we don't know what we do with the tokens. I mean, there is a rumor that maybe we'll burn them because there will be no point to use them, but we will see, right? But of course, everything depends on the situation. Right now, we don't need to touch them, and like we said, we don't need to collect any money. We have very good liquid. I mean, we have very big pool on the Uniswap, and only thing that we want to use the collected money through the phases. It's not for us. It's not for team. It's not for Rafa or anybody in the project. Everything what we collected through the smart contract that it's used to in the phases will be put as a liquid, as a pool on the Uniswap. It means that every new people, I mean everybody who is just going through through the phases to the project is adding new tokens, new liquidation, I mean, providing more not liquidation, but you know the asset, liquidity to the pool, and thanks to that, you will be able to sell your tokens without any interruptions and problems anytime you want to be, right. And this is the point, right. And this is why we are not we don't want to force that, because right now the pool is enough. There is a lot of big newcomers. I mean, the DEVS is coming to the project, right? The situation is that the program, everything is dropping, so we don't need to see any point to just asking you for more, for our liquidity.
Yeah.
So this is why we are staying in this way, right?
Exactly. So, and this somehow connects also with the next question. So, where biggest B tokens will be listed on more popular stacks like Coinbase, Binance, FTX? Like, okay, so our policy is that we don't ask, we don't try to, force ourselves to be listed on such exchanges, because there's a need of huge liquidity there. And before that, we want to make our project have enough attention, so the exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, and FTX will ask us directly they want to list us, or they will buy themselves token from the, we could say, mother pool from the Uniswap, and they're gonna, for example, list themselves the same way that the exchange what exchange our listed us. Let me the HODBIT, HODBIT exchange,
HODBIT,
just
and one of Polish, right? Is how it's called, the one of the Poland. I will try to remember, but yeah.
So this is our goal, and that's why we want to extend our liquidity on the Uniswap as broad as possible, and all the tokens from the future sales, we're gonna just we're gonna use them to get this liquidity bigger. So if some big exchange want to list us, they're not gonna affect the price and create a pump and dump scheme on our token, because they want to get the listing. But we are of course open for listings. If any exchange want to list us, they are free to go to do that without our permission. They just can buy the tokens from the Uniswap and list them themselves, just like the exchange that listed us did. And so there's another question. Do I also receive
remember one thing? Let's just stop here. You need to remember, guys, that if you want to be listed faster than you should be on a big tax exchange, on the big tax,
Mm-hmm.
you need to pay them a lot of money and give them tokens for free. So it's creating very potential risk for you that someday they will decide to just drop everything what they have, right? So we don't want to just use that, right? If they realize that they can just make a business on us, on our token, they will buy our token from Uniswap, and we don't want to force anything, right? It will time for us. Already, this strategy has happened because Hotbit and as well one more exchange listed us. They just decided to list us because they know that there is a option to just make business on us, right? And we never give them any tokens for free. So this is why we are sticking to the policy and the strategy.
So
right?
what you're saying is basically that big whales with the tokens might be dangerous.
Exactly.
Not exactly. I mean, with the tokens for free, right? Our big ways are very like our community with the big ways that they just put money to the tokens and they believing in the project, right? We are talking about if you have something for free and you just paid that for that, if something bad will happen, or maybe they will just realize that they need to, for example, let's just imagine the, let's say, theoretical scenario that some tax, without saying any names, will have our tokens and something bad will happen inside their company. They will selling everything to just to make the to cover the assets, right? And we don't want to be part of that, right? But if you in what you will say in the first place when you have a problems, something that you receive in the free, but if you paid for something, they will be in your
it's different.
In your situation, you should hodl something that you paid because you already just put their money, right? And there is a value. It's nothing. It's not for free money. There is a risk that you will, for example,
problem in the Cosmos ecosystem. So like you invest in Cosmos and you receive free airdrops for everything. It's a huge problem for that ecosystem. That's why
Exactly.
maybe problem don't drop right now.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have any airdrops, and we carefully look out for our supply. We are trying to control it in a way that nobody get the tokens for free and so on. So we don't want to create any selling pressure for the tokens for the price. And we see this mechanism is working pretty good. And of course, you get the free from each transaction. You get the free tokens for your wallet. You just, if you want to stack the biggest, you just hold it on your wallet, and the smart contract or the token contract automatically, which each transaction made on the Ethereum network automatically distributes you part of the 1% that is taken from the each transaction. And so the question is, do I also receive automatic rewards for holding on the self-custody Coinbase wallet? It depends if you type the address on Etherscan and you can see that your asset there, then yes. If you type the address and it's actually the universal wallet address of Coinbase, like the Binance, for example, if you type the Binance address, if you type it on Etherscan, you just say the Binance, but it's not your personal, but it's the Binance wallet, then no, because the entity that gets the token is actually the address that holds the tokens. So
in this case, it will be the Binance or the Coinbase, right? So you need to make sure that you're using the address, the Ethereum wallet, that it's connected to the Ethereum net, right? If this is inside net, I mean, for example, Coinbase net or Binance net, anything like that, right? The exchange is using your coins to just take your value, then you never receive something that is taking through our contract. But if you hold that, for example, like just Oro said, on your Ethereum address on the mainnet, everything should be fine, right?
Okay, sure. So there is a question, probably for me and Bartek here, the leader of the devs team. So when we were seeing new faces at the meetings, there are over 20 people in the project. It would be nice to listen to them. Are we planning to have some new fresh faces over here? Because we should know Bartek Citral over here. We should know Orwash. We should know a few of the guys that come and hop in from time to time. Every 10th meeting, we got one over there. Are there any other cool guys and girls that might be coming in the upcoming weeks of the project? Bartek.
Yeah, I think so. I tried to convince them, but like you can imagine, it's nothing. It's not easy to go to the live and talk to everybody, and not all the program developers like to just expose themselves to this uncomfortable situation like that. We are encouraging them, and we are trying to get some of them. They are allow me to convince them to just join our lives. But like you said, if community just asking, I will do my best to just deliver here more, to ask, sorry, invite here more developers to just present more things. As,
they are hard-working heroes, but behind the
yeah.
lights.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
they want to hard work, not especially talk about
I
it.
mean, I can say it like that. I can put it like that. That if you have some ideas about any specific region of their profession, because
Yeah.
every guy and girl is doing a little different parts in the team, especially in the devs team. So if there is something that is most interesting about you, we can have a very cool podcast live stream about, I don't know, mathematics, perhaps, because we got a guy like that. If
Know
you're
what
interested,
they think about that idea, but
yeah,
maybe we should do like a mid devs, for everybody. Like we bring whole the team. Maybe somebody can present. Hello, my name is Bartek, and
yeah,
I'm
sure,
doing this and this and,
that'd
and
be cool.
everything.
That'd
Maybe
be
on
cool.
one devs and holders if you guys need that, but it
If you'd
will be
like some
hard
We'll
to do.
see.
introduction, sure.
It's not easy. It's
Yeah, it's a lot of
The, you know
people.
the funny thing is that we have Pavel, like maybe some of you are have a chance to saw the lives with Pavel, who's the guy who loves to talk about the mathematics, right?
Exactly.
And we know that when we invite Pavel to the live, there will be, let's say, lecture about the mathematics and cryptographics, right? But there's as well people like Emmanuel or Mateusz, who are our backend developers
Yes.
and our blockchain developers, and they don't know how to look like our application look like. Like they are using only console. They are quite, say, nerdy guy, right? Only using the code to communicate between. I'm just joking right now, but they don't like to talk. They just want to do, right. The amount of the information that they're saying through the sentences is reduced to the minimum, right? So presentation during the live is something that they don't like, right? And we treat our work, we treat our project and everything what we're doing here like a good, we are enjoying to work here, right? So I don't want to force them to doing something that they don't like. So
That's just a question, a suggestion from our viewer over here. I mean, it's nice that people are asking about it, to be honest, because it means they really care about the team. They're very curious about the team, how they doing, what's going on. But other than that, it's usually both Bartek's over here, Bartek number 1 and Bartek number 2, going and representing entire team, basically, and doing the presentation for not only the specific regions of the platform, but also about the platform and the update on the team in general. Yes. So, have we missed any question from the chat during all that stuff? Because I wasn't paying attention earlier because I was trying to fix all this stuff here. But other than that, are there any
I
others
think
that
we
we missed?
covered all the questions.
I think
Okay.
there's one question to the marketing. On CoinStats and other platform, no news articles are assigned to the BKSB token. Any plans to get crypto analytics written about the people talking about the BKSB? So there is a question to you if we want to just try to get on CoinStats or any other.
I mean, I think
pages.
I think like all the coins, all the platforms have this like minimum information they are sucking it up from each other. We have set up pretty good two main one, the CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. All the information provided with the circulation, supply, and so on is viable and reliable, and it's actually we made a special API for that. But keeping up and putting all the information on all the platforms over there it's really time consuming, and actually you have all the information on our social media. So we don't want to use a third party social media to promote. We have our own, so it's Medium, Twitter, and so on, and of course Telegram, and you can find all the content over there. So yeah. So and the plans to get crypto analysts writing about and people talking about the biggest B, like people already are talking about the biggest B. Like we don't want to force everything. We don't want to pay for our stuff. We're already attracting more followers and so on, and our stats on the across the all social media are growing. We are putting out the good content. So I think this is the goal, and we just need
you need to
time right
remember
now
that
to push out everything.
what
We
Orwas
don't
tried to say, if you go to our Telegram, what is Orwas responsible for, and Medium and any other sources, there's a lot of valuable knowledge that you can take and use in your life and learn something for free. And this is how we want to be what we want to just deliver in a crypto market. We don't want to pay for our name. We don't want to pay for our fame. We want to work for that. We are working our asses hard to just get our name on the top. And what we want to do is that people should talk about us because we are delivering value, we are delivering new things, the project and the knowledge for you, instead of paying for that somebody should say something good about us, right? So this is we have different approach, and maybe some of you don't understand and don't like because it's not something normal on the market, on the crypto market. But we never say that we are like other projects.
Yeah. It's
exactly
not any other project.
Like it's easy to fake the growth nowadays and to just pump up your everything. Like I get almost every day I get offered, like, do I need followers on Twitter, Telegram, users of Telegram, or views or anything on YouTube or anything like that. Nowadays you can pay for everything, but this is not the way. This is not the way we choose to. And actually, like, we want to the numbers that you are seeing, that all of the numbers are the real people, and this is like this is how we measure our effect and actual progress. We don't want to artificial pump, artificial hype, because we are not here just for the one season. Like, you can so like this actually, this bear market shows how many projects now have problems because VCs dumper the tokens, and the price of the tokens is just kissing the ground. And you can see that all the projects that had, like, I don't know, 100K on Twitter or anything right now, they're not doing well right now because of the artificial pump and the FOMO that they created at the beginning. And right now there's no information that can make to pump up the price or increase the recognition across the social media or on the internet. And our goal is to under deliver. All the things that we are informing you right now, we are trying to under deliver, so you feel surprised, so you feel that you get more than that you actually thought that you're gonna get. And this feeling, I think it's really good. And also, like, you can see, we doing things slower maybe than other projects, but on the programming part, I think our team is working their ass off. But in terms of of the marketing traction and everything, we are getting slowly, but it's more solid. It's more solid. So when we actually get the real traction from the real numbers, it's gonna be more long term, and it's gonna be have more positive effect on the whole project than it would be if we done it with artificial numbers. Over deliver, yeah, we over deliver. Sorry, sorry, yeah.
3
We try to over deliver, but
3 a.m. watching this live stream RDO. I'm just curious where you are from watching us 3 a.m. It might be Asia, I guess, somewhere in Asia, maybe
Okay, guys.
Taiwan or whatever.
Based on that comment, because RDO is ramping up on this live at 3 a.m. and he cannot sleep right now, so you have last chance to give us questions when we should answer, because we need to allow RDO to go to to the
Yeah,
bets. So
sure. So if you have any other question, this is the right time for you before RDO might go to sleep. Other than that, you can also always try and catch the devs on the Telegram, where you can ask some questions between the live stream. I highly encourage you to leave the questions during the live streams. But if you have any, you can always just go to YouTube and just always leave a comment after this live stream or any other live stream. We hop in, we check, we see, and yeah, Australia. Okay, I was close to the Oceania.
Cool.
Australia, very good. Good to see you over here. So yeah, other than that.
So check out this website that's gonna send in chat. Check out this website if you are new here, and see if it's worth. Maybe come back next week. We're gonna be here as well. So
Yes,
if
we
you're
will.
gonna hang out from.
It's 6 p.m. Central Europe time, so it's about 2 a.m. Over in Australia. Yeah, well, maybe we'll catch up soon next week, because we do this live stream every week, every Thursday, so that might be Friday for you. So yeah, hello, Mr. Friday. And yeah, guys, as always, leave a thumbs up. Sorry for some issues at the beginning. It works nice and smooth so far. And yeah, to the end, it's very nice that it worked out. I hope you got some news from the devs, and you're one little, well, huge and growing, actually, over 5,000 and over 20,000 on Twitter community. Nice to see you, nice to have you here. And yeah, as always, we're gonna see you next week on yet another devs and HODLERS meeting. This was number 64. We see you on number 65th next week.
thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.